Hey Leo, thank you so much for joining me over here at Energy to Elevate. I'm tired, y'all. Energy to Elevate. With the mission of my channel, the intention of this reading is to utilize my spiritual gifts to increase and elevate you and yours. I pray offline, preach online, but the prayers always includes three things. One, I always thank God in advance for the blessing and the gift of the Holy Spirit. Two, I pray that messages will come through for those who most need to hear them at this time. And then three, I always pray and ask God. Well, I always pray and thank God and ask Him, I guess, for more of Him and less of me. So I believe that my readings are divinely inspired and guided. I believe that if you are listening to my voice, that you have been divinely led and guided to this video, and that there is something in this message just for you. So let's see. What's good with my Leos for the month of January? Leos, please keep in mind this is a general collective energy reading. So messages cannot and should not resonate for each and every one of you guys. If you are interested in a personal reading, please check the description box for details as well as my email. I would love to book a personal reading for you guys. So let's see what comes through for the collective of Leo for the month of January. Also, guys, check back on Sunday. I am also working on 2021 predictions for the whole year for every sign, and my goal is to have those done by Sunday. So come back. My subscribers will get that notification. If you aren't subscribed now, it's a beautiful time to go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on yours. Okay? You and yours. Okay. Let me stop, Leo. I told y'all I'm a little tired, so forgive me. Forgive me. In the meantime, Leo, Happy New Year. So far, Leos, we have the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Swords, the King of Swords in reverse, the Page of Swords, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Death card in reverse. Whew, child. Leo, y'all not about to have me in here for 30 minutes like I just was with Scorpio. Good Lord. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Just gotta make sure the deck wasn't in reverse. It is not. What's underlying all of this? Wheel of Fortune, Leos. Some divine timing over here. Give me a minute to just see what is the story. Leos. Okay, Leos. I feel as though with divine timing, Wheel of Fortune being here at the bottom, I feel as though there was definitely something that completely shook. See how the table kind of just shook a little bit? Shook your foundations, down to the core. I feel as though there was an ending that happened here that really broke your heart. I feel as though things could have kind of been up in the air for a little while. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with the air sign or a Scorpio here. It doesn't have to be, but what I do see there being here is there was definitely a partnership, a solid partnership with the King of Swords, Queen of Swords here. I feel as though both of you guys could have had your guard up for a really long time. Both of you guys could have kind of been really communicating in a way that was really cold if you guys were communicating at all. I feel as though there was definitely a lot of things that went unspoken, but you could have just been confused about where you stood with this person. they could have had options, you could have had options. Like, it could have been like you guys were agreeing to see other people, but you two both knew you were each other's main thing type situation, or this was like a solid committed partnership, but then you found out that someone found out that someone had options, and that really ended the situation here. It's like someone finally spoke up about something that was really heartbreaking, painful here. There definitely could have been some lies, some deceit, some betrayal here, or someone stumbled across some information. Someone like got a text message, an email, saw something online that the other person just couldn't deny. Whatever came out here, because it always like there was something that was brought to the surface that previously had been kind of murky, not too sure here. That whatever this was that kind of surfaced or came out really caused the end of something, and it was a really ugly ending. Like, it was ugly and it was painful is what I'm getting from these cards. However, some of you guys, this hasn't happened yet. Some of you guys, it's already happened. Some of you guys are at the very beginning stages of this, where you could be like just feeling really confused, uncertain about something, feels though like something could be coming to an end. Things could be just painful, really tense. Again, take it how it resonates. Choose your side of the story. Um, if this is something though that has already come to pass for you guys, someone could be reaching out, like making a final attempt here to make this right, to work on this. But Leo, I feel as though you're not having it. But I also don't feel as though you're communicating that you don't want this. I don't think whatever it was that came out, Leo, I feel as though you don't want to move on past it. I feel as though you no longer want to build on this. You no longer want to invest in this. You don't feel as though you see the point here. You don't feel as though it's worth it anymore. And I feel as though you definitely don't feel as though there's any trust here. You're not sure that there's anything left for this to continue to build on. I'm gonna get a different deck. Where to start, Leo? Okay, tell me about the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords for Leo. We got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Star card in reverse, the Two of Swords, the Ace of Cups. This is a big chunk. I did not think it was this many cards, but we can take them. The Ace of Cups in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Swords in reverse. Yeah, again, I feel as though someone has just lost faith, Leo. I feel like it's you. I feel as though you've just lost hope in a situation. You were kind of going back and forth about it anyway. You were kind of confused about either where you stood or if this is something that you wanted to continue to pursue. I feel as though in January you're really clear that no, this is no longer something that you want to pursue and you want to walk away. This month you could be just communicating that you want to walk away from this and you are hurt by this. You know it's going to hurt the other person, but you feel as though it's something that must be done. I feel as though for some of you guys, you feel as though you've been living or giving into something that just is no longer aligned with your truth, or no longer aligned with who you are. It's just not something that you see for yourself. And yes, you're disappointment, and yes, you're hurt, but this is something that has also been disappointing and hurting you for a really long time. Some of you guys could also be going through a spiritual ascension at this time, and you're looking back on what you invested in the past, and you just no longer want to do it anymore. You've called judgment on this situation. You're no longer conflicted about it. You know what's best for you, and you feel as though this situation just isn't best for you anymore. You know that you deserve a love that makes you feel like this. Like there's no cups out of here other than the Seven of Cups, which is confusion. And you know that love isn't confusion. God, the creator, the divine, but God is not the author of confusion. So I feel as though the longer you were invested in the situation, the more conflicted you were within yourself about why you've been allowing yourself to stay in something that's just so cold. And it's not supportive of you. I feel like it's not supportive of your dreams. I feel as though this person is someone, they might look good, but it's like are you good for me? And I feel as though you've really tried to, you've betrayed yourself by continuing to give into something where intuitively you know this is not for you. It's not good for you. It's like you haven't been able to have peace in this thing because you know deep down inside that this isn't for you. And you really want a love that doesn't keep you up late at night. Something that doesn't have you feeling anxious. Some of you guys could be in karmic situations here and you're finally realizing that this was just in my life to teach me some lessons. This isn't a long-term person. I've made a long-term commitment to a short-term person. And so now you guys are really trying to, sorry guys, cards are flying everywhere, really trying to find and make sense of all this thing. A lot of you guys could be feeling as though you lost a sense of who you were, or you've really been out of one. You've not been connected to your intuition, but you also haven't been in alignment with your faith, with the creator, with the universe. A lot of you guys could be feeling as though, how do I explain this? That you've been missing out on opportunities to have real love. The longer you stay in this situation, you could be feeling as though you're out of alignment with divine timing, in the sense that you have been blocking your blessings by refusing to close out this situation. A lot of you guys could have also learned the lesson a long time ago and then stayed in the relationship, and it's really hard and it's really painful, right, when we realize that, again, we've made long-term commitments with a short-term person. So there could have been red flags in the beginning. This person could have showed you who they were early on in the relationship, and you continue to invest and you continue to give and you continue to get hurt, really hoping that this person would change, or that they could give more or do more. Some of you guys are just dealing with someone who's really immature and they're not ready for the type of commitment that you want. Like, you're showing up here as the Queen of Pentacles, looking at the Ten of Pentacles, looking at the Ace of Cups. And this relationship is giving you like Ace of Cups in reverse vibes, Ten of Swords vibes. Like, it's just hurting. It's just hurting. Excuse me, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And you know this truth. And it's time for you to work on this truth. When I say work on this truth, it means like, now that you know the truth, now that you have this realization, it's time for you to like put your money where your mouth is. It's time for you to make some moves that are in alignment with what you already know, with what you already see, with what you already feel. But it's like, it's hard for you. For some reason, it's really hard for you to let go of this, to close this out. And whatever it is that's holding you back from this, Leo, I feel as though you're being encouraged to know that there's nothing that we end without there being something greater replaced. For some reason, it's like, you know that an ending is here, or you know that an ending is unavoidable, but you still haven't let go. And some of you guys could be waiting for the right time, or don't feel as though that the time has come, or you're looking for the right opportunity to do this, or you want to do this the right way. Any other messages here for Leo? Fool card. You're being encouraged to know that as soon as you end this, as soon as you make the decision to walk away from this completely, Leo, that there's a beautiful new beginning here for you, that you're gonna feel lighter. Something's been making you feel really burdened, really like bogged down a little bit, and it's because you've been holding on to this, as opposed to closing out this chapter, having your victory lap, learning the lesson. Release this baggage. There's some baggage that you need to release here. You're holding yourself back from having a beautiful new beginning. There is love that wants to come in here. Again, we keep having the World card fly out for you guys. For some of you guys, there's a need to really sit back and look at what you've learned about what these continuous cycles and patterns are that you keep finding yourself in. You need to step back and look at things from a different perspective, to see things from a bigger perspective. There's a need and the need to look at it and know that you have a vantage point, because I feel as though some of you guys aren't able to close this out because you haven't learned the lesson or seen the relationship or the person for what it is. There's something you haven't seen just let Leo. So in January, I feel like you're given the opportunity to look at things differently, to learn this lesson differently. And to do things differently, to have this new beginning, to close out, to have this ending and close something out so that you can have this new beginning and start something new here. And you're also being encouraged to know that what is coming ahead of you is definitely something beautiful. It's definitely something abundant. You guys have the Sun card at the bottom of the deck. So there's no need to be fearful. There's no need to be afraid, but there is a need to look more closely at your life and what's going on and the messages that Spirit's been trying to communicate to you. And also getting, excuse me, what was I saying? Getting really clear on the lessons, getting really clear on what you're supposed to be learning. I'm sorry, Leos, there was something else that I feel as though I wanted to say, you guys, and it completely slipped my mind. So I'm sorry, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a few soul journey lesson cards for you guys. Let's see, what are the lessons coming up for Leo this month? What are the lessons? Honesty. We got honesty, Leo. It says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect the truth from myself. So there's something that you need to be honest about, or there's someone that you need to be honest with. And maybe that honesty is really starting with yourself. Is there a truth that you're not telling yourself? Is there a truth that you're not seeing? Is there a truth that you don't want to believe? What is it that you haven't been able to have peace in? Tell yourself the truth about that situation. Then you guys have success. It says, I know that there is no greater goal than to love. There's a need for you to believe that success is here for you. Success is possible for you. And as long as you choose love, as long as you choose the most loving action in every situation, you will be successful. And then we have worry. It says, I am learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So what have you been anxious about? What have you been worried about? What have you been uncertain about? Is it leaving the situation? Is it about your future? You worrying about it doesn't change the outcome. Try to focus on what you can do to change the outcome, to make it an outcome that you can feel successful in. What is it that you can do? Didn't I just say, what is it that you can change? At the bottom of the deck, we have change. It says, I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. This situation is encouraging you and pushing you forward to grow, to change, to evolve. But you can't just sit back and worry about this, Leo. You actually have to be honest with yourself here, and then take some actions, do something different to create this momentum and this movement towards the change that you have. And when you have constant growth, change, movement, evolution, that's when you're going to feel this success, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull one last card for you from the Divine Energy Oracle deck, and I call this pull the energy to elevate. So what is the energy to elevate for my beautiful Leos? Leos, if this reading has been at all encouraging, supportive to you, motivating, whatever the case may be, show me some love, some encouragement, some support, some motivation by liking the video, commenting, let me know how it resonated for you, subscribing to my channel. I appreciate you if you made it this far. Oh, again, check back by Sunday to see your 2021 predictions, Leo. So let's see, what's the energy to elevate for Leo? That was quick. Change tracks. This situation is calling on you to change tracks, to do something differently, to change courses completely. There's something bigger that you're being called to. There's something more authentic to your truth that you're being called to. There's something out there waiting for you, but it's waiting on you to change, to create some change, to do something differently, Leo. So in order to elevate over the situation this month, you're being called to change tracks. Leo, I pray that this message was helpful for you. Thank you so much for the opportunity to read for you guys. I love you so much. Until next time. Mwah.